It's showtime. Hi everyone on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and football fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 1 and my picks for Week 2 for the 2024 NFL season. Check it out. Well, my thoughts about Week 1, straight up, was a great week to kick things off for Week 1. Starting off with the straight up, I went 15-1. My only loss out of all the teams was my Patriots, losing to the beating the Cincinnati Bengals. But if you did Survivor Pool and picked the Bengals, I'm so sorry to hear that. But anyways, that being said, I went 12-2 against the spread and a perfect 4-0 in Week 1. That is a great way to start off Week 1. I don't think I even had that week when I did a week like that before. Not even Week 1 before. So that's kind of like a new ironic with that. And I meant to tell you guys, last week, it was my 10th anniversary and it's already 10 years of doing this. So I'm really grateful for all the 10 years that I've been doing this, all these years. And I wish for another 10 more years in that. So anyways, I appreciate all your contacts for all the years. And we're going to keep on going. So anyways, that being said, start off in Week 1, the Kansas City and the Baltimore Ravens. That was a great way to start off a game for Week 1, especially coming down to the end when the Ravens went in for the game-winning touchdown, but got an incomplete pass, missed it by a toe. Man, goes to show you, it's the game of inches. So, anyways, that being said, Philadelphia and Green Bay. Now that Jalen Hurts out for at least 3 to 6 weeks, so that could be a sign of bad news for Green Bay. So who knows? Maybe they'll step up to the plate. Who knows? But now, because of what happened in Brazil, I don't know if they're gonna do an international game in Brazil again for that. But who knows? We'll see. Maybe they'll fix the field condition with that. Who knows? But anyways, that being said, Philadelphia was down a lot in the game and came behind and won. And then the last play of the game, we all know about Jalen Hurts' injury. So anyways, that being said, Pittsburgh and Atlanta. I didn't understand why Vegas didn't pick Pittsburgh to win. But I don't know. We were right and they were wrong. That's all I can tell you on that one. Buffalo and Arizona. So, Buffalo and Arizona. I could see Arizona being a contender in the next couple of years with that game. They did look like they're going to put up a fight for a while. But Buffalo came back and won it. So, good to show you about that one. But, But anyways, it was a back and forth game until Buffalo came from behind and won. Chicago and Tennessee. It looks like it's going to be a new day for Chicago. With Caleb Williams at quarterback. He's not a bad. He looked like he was a really good, solid player, but I think he still has a lot to learn. So just say to me on everything like that. So, anyways, continuing on, Cincinnati and my Patriots. I'll say this: I'm very happy for the win. I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. Stevenson's had a great game. The defense had a good game, which I admit I would expect the defense would be really bad. After the Matthew Judon trade. But they didn't. They played solid football. They played defensive football like they played over the years. So, but maybe we get the offense going, maybe. At least I understand that they want to put in the route for Jacoby Brissett at quarterback because he wants to have Drake May to learn. That's fine. But it just, in hindsight, I think the way things are going for my Patriots right now, maybe not this year, maybe not next year or the following year, maybe several years down the road, maybe they can be back in contenders again. So, now, no. Possibly in several years, maybe. But we'll have to wait and see. In Houston and Indianapolis, another too close of a call of a game for that one. But Houston hang on to win. That's all I can say. Miami and Jacksonville. That was another close call. I expected it to be a high-scoring game, but that didn't turn out to be the case. But, of course, Tyreek Hill got a game-winning touchdown, and he almost got arrested before the game, too. So, kind of ironic on the picture of that one, that Tyreek Hill almost got arrested, but Then he goes off for the game-winning touchdown. And ironic. Which I believe it's a game-winning tying touchdown or something like that. But yeah. And then they have him and handcuffed him in the end zone, like make believe he was arrested on that one. That was pretty cool. So, anyways, that continuing on New Orleans and Carolina. Carolina's still Carolina. That's all I can tell you. But Minnesota and the New York Giants. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about Daniel Jones other than being overrated. That's all I can tell you. The LA Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay, for this game, I'll give props to the LA Chargers. They hold on to the win really well. Seattle and Denver. If I had to tell you who is not ready to start, it'd be Bo Nix. Because Bo Nix looked like he didn't know what he was doing. Looks like a good person, good player down the road. I think it's too soon for him too, like Drake May. So, I don't know what Sean Payton was thinking of that. So, I don't know. Might not me on that one. Dallas and Cleveland. Tom Brady's first televised game. He did pretty good. And so did Dallas. But defensively, Cleveland's pretty good. Now I gotta tell you about Sean Watson. I'm not too sure about him. We'll have to say about that. We'll have to see about that one. Tampa Bay and Washington. Tampa Bay looks like they're back in form. Washington Commanders, not too sure about that. Hey, Detroit and the LA Rams. Definitely a good game. Went to overtime. It was a really close game, but Detroit hold on to win. In the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. And now we got Christian McCaffrey injured for the San Francisco 49ers. And, of course, San Francisco looks pretty good. And Aaron Rodgers looked like looked like me. Do I say he'll be successful again? Maybe. But San Francisco looks like a dominant defensive team. That's all I can tell you. And Brock Purdy looked like Brock Purdy. And to say the least, now they're missing the running core with Christian McCaffrey. So we don't know what the update on him on that one. But anyways, that's my thought about week 1. Let's get on to my week 2 picks. Let's kick things off with the Miami Dolphins in Buffalo on Thursday night. I was debating back and forth about who's going to win this game. And since it's in Miami, I was going to lean towards them. But now after what I saw with Buffalo, what they did to Arizona, I'm not too really sure. And what Miami did offensively, I'm not really too sure. So I'm just like, it can go either way. But I'm going to really hedge my bets on this one. So it's going to be, I think I'm going to go with Buffalo going on the road to beat Miami on Thursday night. And I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills over the Miami Dolphins to win this game. And you can say it's a potential upset on this one. But on the line, Miami's favored by 1 in this game. I'm going to take Buffalo +1. Over and under, it's 49. I'm going to hedge my bets and go over 49 in this game. Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Dallas is have the home opener against New Orleans. They're about to get some. New Orleans looked like they're pretty solid, but that was against Carolina. Dallas looked like they were a good solid team too. This can go either way. So I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys at home over the New Orleans Saints to win this game. On the line, this is where I'm going to get New Orleans. Dallas is favored by 6.5 in this game. I'm not too sure about the points on that one. I'm going to take the New Orleans +6.5. The Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Another playoff rematch from a year ago. Now these two teams go out into Detroit again. Now that Detroit is on the momentum on pretty much on Detroit's side right now. But as a Tampa Bay, they look like they were really solid as well. But that was against the Washington Commanders. Sorry about the helicopter. But anyways, that being said, for those two teams, this can go either way as well. So I'm going to take Detroit at home over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the line, this is where I'm going to get Tampa Bay. But Detroit's favored by 6.5 in this game. I'm going to take Tampa Bay +6.5 as well. The Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. Now, what I saw from Indianapolis, what they almost did, So, almost did against Houston. Now that Jordan Love is hurt, this could be a very interesting situation. What is going on with Green Bay? So I'm gonna take Indianapolis to win this game outright, over the Green Bay Packers to win this game. On the line though, Indianapolis is favored by 3 in this game. I'm gonna take Indianapolis -3. The New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. Now Tennessee looks like they have no answer whatsoever, and they're going right down the tubes like Carolina. So I'm going to take the New York Jets over the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. On the line, though, the Jets are favored by 4 in this game. I'm going to take the Jets -4. The San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Now, get props to the Vikings. They did pretty well. They did pretty well since McCaffrey got hurt on the rookie year. And they didn't look like they didn't miss a beat. So anyways, I think for that said, but San Francisco looks like a still dominant defense. This is a different defense than the New York Giants for the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers over the Minnesota Vikings to win this game. On the line, San Francisco's favored by 5.5 in this game. I'm going to take San Francisco -5.5. My Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, for this one, both teams got to win. My Patriots got a surprising win. Defensively, they looked like they're pretty okay. They still got to work on the offensive side of the ball a little bit. I think that being said alone, excuse me, sorry about that. But I think that being said alone, I think Seattle is a much better offensive team than my Patriots are right now. So this is what I'm going to lean with. I'm going to lean with the Seattle Seahawks over my Patriots at home. And that's the other problem. They haven't been winning a lot of home games since Cam Newton left. I think the last winning home record was against Cam Newton though, when I believe they got something like, I can't remember if it's I would say Tom Brady, excuse me. Since Tom Brady left, their home percentage went downhill a bit, so they got to fix that a little bit. So I'm gonna take the Seattle Seahawks over my Patriots to win this game. On the lineup, Seattle's favored by 3 in this game. I'm gonna take the Seattle -3. The Washington Commanders and the New York Giants in Washington. This is when the Washington Commanders is going to say, look, we're a much better ball team than the Giants. We got to win. And I think that's what they're going to do right here. And I like the Washington Commanders over the New York Giants to win this game. On the line, though, Washington's favored by 2.5 in this game. I'm going to take Washington -2.5. The LA Chargers and the Carolina Panthers. This is no joke for Carolina. They're just pretty much a bad football team. So I'm going to take the LA Chargers over the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. On the line, though, the LA Chargers are favored by 4.5 in this game. I'm going to take the LA Chargers -4.5. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Now, this is when I would say that if Jacksonville needs to win, this is it. So, and if Cleveland needs to win, this is it. Both teams need to win. So, I think whoever's going to come up on top is probably going to at least get a wild card spot. I think, from my personal take. So I think that's going to be Jacksonville. This one. So I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Cleveland Browns to win this game. On the line, Jacksonville's favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Jacksonville -3. The Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. Now for this game, this is where I think the Baltimore Ravens are going to be very furious about what happened last week on Thursday night against Kansas City. And they're going to take it out on the Las Vegas Raiders. So I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Baltimore Ravens over the Las Vegas Raiders to win this game. On the line, though, the Ravens are favored by 8.5 in this game. I'm going to take the Ravens -8.5. The LA Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I was kind of hedging my bets on this one a little bit. I was going to take Arizona to win this game, but after what I saw with the Rams defense, I am not too sure about what to say on that one. With this one, I wouldn't be surprised to be a shootout in this game, but I think this is too close of a call. So that's why I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the LA Rams over the Arizona Cardinals to win this game. On the line, though, the Rams are favored by 2.5 in this game. I'm going to take Arizona +2.5 because you never know. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Now, this is a game where Pittsburgh's going to say, look, we're a much better football team than everyone expected to be. So I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Denver Broncos in this game. On the line, though, Pittsburgh's favored by 2.5 in this game. I'm going to take Pittsburgh minus 2.5. And out of all the teams in the NFC North, the AFC North, with the Baltimore Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, the only team is in first place right now. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think they're going to continue that stretch with that game. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, this is where it was very interesting to do. I was gonna pick Cincinnati to win this game, but the way Kansas City rolled out, and I think Patrick Mahomes wants to have something to say about Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow has beaten him like at least 5 in a row or something like that. So I think for that being said, Patrick Mahomes has a stiff shoulder on him just to beat Joe Burrow, and I think that's what probably might finally happen. And it's in Kansas City. And put a note on that one: Joe Burrow has beaten Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, and that was in the AFC Championship game a few years ago. Keep that in mind. So, that being said, but I think this time around is going to be much different in the scenario. So, I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs over the Cincinnati Bengals to win this game. On the lineup, Kansas City's favored by 6 in this game. It's a small price to pay. I'm going to take Kansas City minus 6. The Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears on Sunday Night Football. Yep. Sunday Night Football with these two teams. I think this is going to be a good game to watch. I think this is going to be a fun night. I think we're finally going to see Caleb Williams in prime time. It's going to be really fun to see on that one. But I think for this game, I think it's going to be a good game. But I don't know about Chicago's defense, how they're going to hold it with Houston. So I'm going to take the Houston Texans in Houston over the Chicago Bears to win this game. On the line now, Houston's favored by 6.5 in this game. I'm going to take Houston minus 6.5. Over and under is 45. It's another small price to pay, but I'm going to go over 45.5 in this game. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons on Monday Night Football. Now, for this game, Philadelphia looks like they're going to be knocking on the door saying, we're going to win the AFC East and we're going to show it right here. And that's what they're going to do on the Atlanta Falcons in this game. So anyways, that being said, I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles over the Atlanta Falcons to win this game in Philadelphia. On the line, Philadelphia is favored by 6.5 in this game. I'm going to take Philadelphia minus 6.5. Over and under, it's under 47. It's 47. I might shoot under 47 in this game. I don't know. I can't see Atlanta making too many points in this game. Not with Jalen Hurts on the field. Okay, shout out this week is my good old buddy Matt, the NFL Fanatic. Check his videos out and the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticator page in the description down below right here. Until then, watch Beetlejuice. It was a really good movie. I saw it over the weekend. Until then, this is Andrew Warren signing off saying, rock out and eat your breakfast.